Welcome back. Last time, we started the adventure having 100 pawns crash land onto this planet. We have sent 8 of them out to start new colonies in different locations, and now 3 of the 5 groups are actually in this settlement locations, with the other 2 still traveling out and about. Now, since I don't think most people care for the basic setup of all of these locations and whatnot, and we've already seen what Brandy has been throwing at us, I plan on speeding up and cutting out a lot of the fluff, and I don't see a lot of that being necessary, or probably even all that interesting. However, before we even truly get started, we get a notification that one of the dwarves has actually got an infection. So before they even get to their destination, we may have already lost a dwarf, so... and as we get the desert getting set up, we get a message about the colony and the faction name. I decided to go with the name for the faction, that of Symphonia, based on one of my favorite GameCube games, Tales of Symphonia, as well as the idea that I want the colonies to work like a symphony, working together. And as for the colony name, I decided to go with Oasis, as we are essentially bringing life to this sandy wasteland. So, as we're going out and about, I want to try and give these pawns some names to try and make these guys more special. So, by looking at the log at the rhino to see who shot at it last, I want to give that person a special gift, that of a name. For killing the rhino, they will be known as Horn. Good job, Horn. May you serve this colony well. And Horn is now in an insulting spree. Alright, so things aren't really going great. We have a lot of people that just aren't all that happy. It feels like someone is always at the brink of a mental arrest, ready to snap at any moment. They're starting fires, they're fighting with one another. And something I noticed is that, from what I see, sleeping outside seems to be less detrimental than sleeping in a barracks. A -4 to sleeping outside compared to a -7 to sleeping in a barracks, so... I don't know, I guess having them sleep outside is better? I didn't think that. Meanwhile, out in the Oasis, we have not only traders coming onto the map, but we also have Thrombos in the area. I would love to get rid of these Thrombos because I fear that they're going to eat my crops, but they are way too dangerous. And hey, would you look at that? The Clarets have gotten themselves a new pair of lovers. How nice, but now I gotta build a double bed for them. Alright, now is actually probably should have been doing this sooner, but I'm deciding to get into the part where I'm actually digging up for metal and components so we can start building proper electronics to set power up and get, like, cooking and whatnot. However, the dwarves are facing a major medical problem. We see that the possibility of infection has gone extreme, however, through medical skill and I guess, special medication, they seem to be able to pull through this just fine. Okay, now looking at this, one of my biggest issues right now is that so many of my pawns, most of the Saiyans, have nothing to do. I keep between the whole back and forth of so many different colonies, it's hard to try and make sure that everyone's doing something, and this just leaves to so much wasted potential that may come back to bite me in the butt later on. This is an idea. It might be a dumb idea, but how about we go hunting? Okay, perfect. The traders are coming in to eat, because I was afraid they were just about to leave, so now we can use them. And yeah, wow, you can see these Thrombos can take a freaking beating. The good news is, only one person happened to die from that, and the great news is that it wasn't even one of ours. Good job, boys, meat is back on the menu. Alright, now that the Thrombo is finally dead, we can butcher it up. The bad news is, despite the fact that I've been looking all over this map, I can only find one cactus, and even when I cut it down, it is not enough wood for a butchering table. So we're gonna have to just instead go for a butchering spot, which will not be as great. Also, I keep forgetting to build a grave for this poor trader who lost his life for the cause. So I've been getting a lot of notifications about the meat going bad, and I really should have built a freezer sooner. Because all that meat is now going to waste, and it has essentially done nothing for us. If I was to redo this colony, I would probably worry more about a refrigeration system before I'd be worrying about bedrooms, especially seeing how people don't really seem to care as much about sleeping outside. Oh well, hindsight's 20/20. Hey! The Unwanted have finally reached their The Unwanted have finally arrived at their destination in the swamp. And there are so many trees! This group is definitely getting a wood-fueled generator for sure. Maybe we should do the same thing for the Clavets. And number 12 is suffering from an overdose. I don't really know what will happen from this, if anything. I noticed that they have a loss of consciousness, but I mean, they're not dead or dying as far as I can tell. I just don't know if they'll have issues later on other than with straw. Oh my god, a mad rat! Well, I don't think the swamp team will have much to worry about right now. This is what Randy's going to be throwing at them. Oh yeah, and I should have done this sooner. We should really get into building research benches and actually getting the research for battery set up, because power is nice, but it means nothing when it only works when the wind is blowing strong enough. Okay, back to the swamp. We can notice that it's not always the best for building in this place because, well, the land's swampy and muddy and really can't handle the weight of a wall. So if we use the terrain button on the bottom right, we can see what's available to us, and I see a nice patch of land over by the river where I actually want to build my house. That's kind of why we went to a river in the first place. As we're working on that, we get notification from the Clavets that they want their colony name, so we can now say hello to the Field of Fun. Meanwhile, as the Saiyans are building themselves a new storage area, they actually are the first ones that I see that actually have their kitchens set up and ready to go. So, hopefully they'll be the ones surviving. And of course, as I'm making more bedrooms, the dwarves have finally run out of food, before they've even reached their destination. They still have a day left to travel, and they will be able to scavenge for food, so hopefully they can hold out, but yeah, this is not good. Oh, and now the Saiyans want their name. And to me, it seems like a very obvious joke, but I'm going with the name of Vegeta. To the point that I actually thought about naming all the Saiyans Vegeta 1, Vegeta 2, and so on, instead of calling them Saiyans. This way I could be like, oh no, Vegeta's getting attacked. It would lead to the question of, wait, who? Vegeta 1? Vegeta 2? The colony? And the answer would just be yes. And now the Clavets are getting attacked. I was hoping to guide the Sand People, but I guess that won't be happening. Okay, simple enough, and one didn't die, and we do have extra beds, so I could try to capture them, but I had the person drafted when I gave the order to capture the person, and when I undrafted them, the order to capture them got undone. So, unfortunately, that poor soul is going to be bleeding the death out in the forest. I actually wanted to capture them. And another ambush. Well, here we go. Alright, now that that's done, we are actually very close to our destination. Just less than a day. Meanwhile, things aren't really going well. We're getting a lot of mood breaks right now, I think because people are starving. And the draw the final rabbit on the map. This isn't exactly what I was hoping for, but oh my god, this map is definitely... I kind of like it. I like how I can actually wall off the top and the bottom and leave this big middle area open for things such as food and whatnot. And it also has 2 steam geysers in it. I love this place. I just hope that we can actually survive long enough to fully use it. But first, yeah, we need food. We need food now. I'd hunt those buffalo if I wasn't afraid they would kill us. Okay, more construction, blah blah blah, more steel, more components, blah blah blah, another raid, blah 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 blah. The Saiyans need more jobs to do because they're just standing around, blah 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 blah. And now the Saiyans are out of food. We're gonna have to start hunting, blah 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 blah. Hey! Well, this fight is won, but we've lost batteries, so that's good. Now we can actually get, well, hopefully keep power going. Until Randy throws a heat wave at us. This could be bad depending on this place, like the swamp, because we don't have houses. I can't really do anything to keep them cool. And these people build so slow. And things are falling apart as we get another raid. This time it's a field of fun, but the fun looks easy. And okay, when someone decides to start attacking the components that we got, that's the call for a colony-wide beatdown. Unfortunately, I didn't think that when I had my colonists doing this that the guys with knives would be using their knives, because this guy really got beaten up more than I ever wanted. Oh boy, I hope you pull through. And, okay, yep, things are going from bad to worse. We need to bite the bullet. We need to hunt the buffalo. Otherwise, we won't have a colony here, so please, ONG, let's be kind. And a dwarf has given up? They can do that? Oh, Randy, why? Yeah, number 9 gave up in the swamp. Okay, whatever. Okay, we got some injured. They won't die right away. But they will die eventually. Shoot. Oh, Randy. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, now we're getting attacked by the buffalo out of revenge, so we need a kite. We need a kite and hope that we can get these guys down. Okay, okay. I got 2 of those injuries. No one's dead at the moment. Now in the buffalo. And I don't know why I can't right-click to hunt this thing, so I guess we're just gonna have to, beat the meat to death. We've been getting just so many issues, and I get it. These guys are hungry. I'm trying to fix the problem, but them getting upset isn't helping. And we got the first death out of all 100, and it's by malnutrition. And another raid! Again! Okay, so as I got busy dealing with the angry animals, I forgot about the radar. And the 4 guys I had out there, just hopefully to take care of them, didn't do a good job against them. And I did not notice it for a little bit. And we have even more deaths and more people going crazy. Some people want a name, and I'm just at this point that I've lost all hope, so their settlement is literally being called No Hope.